Good morning, you wonderful, beautiful people. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're well. I hope you're good. I hope life is treating you lovely. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be interesting. So hello to everyone joining the stream. It's good to see so many people here already. We've got like 100 people watching and we just started. It's good. I love it. I absolutely love it. Already with the first super chat as well. Let's go over to that. Mingy Wong saying, hi, Stephen. Hope you're doing well, pal. Come on, City. I am good and I'm good. I'm happier to have heard from you as well, mate. Good to hear from you. Thank you so much. Don't forget, by the way, super chats and all that kind of stuff. And members, they try and get their comments read out. So if you want to... You want to try and catch attention? Those things usually help, though. I try and read as many comments as possible. But anyway, good morning. It's still the morning, technically. I've got 2 minutes left to say that. Big love to every single one of you here alongside me today. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be interesting. A lot of changes. An awful lot of changes, of course. Necessary, though. Necessary given the fact that we've got bigger games ahead of us and bigger fish to fry and all that kind of stuff. So I'm certainly not going to complain about all these changes because sometimes you got to do it, given the Champions League and all that kind of thing. How is everyone doing today? Hello to CJTV. Hello to Thomas. Hello to Bola David. Hello to... I'm Harbinger. I scared the shit out of I'm Harbinger. So I apologise. It was loud. I don't know why it came in so loud initially. The mic being a bit hot, but it's fine. It should be alright. Let me check over here. Is the mic the same over here? It's a bit hot over here as well. That's better. Is that okay volume-wise? Let me know if that's alright volume-wise. I did kind of predict Zinni in midfield. If you watched my preview, I went... oh, Nicholas just walked in. Hello. She's just been out for a walk. Missed you. Yeah, if you watched my preview, you saw that I kind of said maybe Zinchenko in midfield, and the reasoning behind that was because I think he wanted to rest Rodri, and he definitely wanted to rest Kevin De Bruyne, and then one of Gundogan or Bernardo, which basically left us with just two regular midfielders in terms of Fernandinho and one of the Bernardo or Gundogan. So basically, yeah, again, Zinchenko in field was an option, and it happened. I mean, I thought Fernandinho might have been rested as well. I wasn't really sure there, but who knows. But either way, I'm not bothered. I'm not too bothered. It's a good team, in my opinion. It's not a great team, and of course, there's a lot of changes, and it may be difficult, but it's still a good team. It's still a good team. And the big one, the massive one, the huge one. Nathan Ake, baby. Nathan Ake. Whoa! He's starting, Nicola. Nathan Ake is starting. The first time in absolutely ages, so we have to get his tune on the go, don't we? We have to get chanting for Nathan Ake. It's good to see him, man. Like, I'm happy he's back. Happy he's back. Though I'm disappointed, obviously, at the alternative to that, which is that Laporte is out. Apparently, Laporte is injured, which is a shame, man. Hopefully, it's just a short-term thing. Aguero as well, an injury again. I'm sorry, when are people going to stop shouting at me about Aguero saying I need to respect him? Like, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But, you know, we have to accept it, unfortunately. Aguero he's kind of spent, unfortunately. And people consider kidding themselves thinking he's got to come back and score 5 to 10 goals this season. Guys, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. His body is not in a good place anymore, unfortunately. You turn around and go, yeah, but look at Zlatan. He played till he's 40, but he was a physical freak. Aguero's been injury-prone all his career. So, unfortunately, I love Aguero, but the days of him being anything other than a backup player, if no one else is there and he's fit, that's what he is now, unfortunately. And it's almost like Manchester City knew what they were doing, you know. Manchester City were right about this all along, which I hate that they're right about it, but there's a reason they told him he's going to be a backup now. It's because his injury's not there, his fitness is not there. Unfortunately, he's not what he used to be. 53,000 subs as well, by the way. Thank you so much. A4 just pointed that out. Thank you so much. Don't forget, if you want to help push me further and further towards, I don't know, the eventual target of 100k or something like that. Imagine me getting the silver play button one day. That would be wonderful. I am miles off, and you're probably taking about 3 years to get there. But, you know, why not dream? Why not dream, hey? What I will say is, please do hit the subscribe button if you want to support this channel. Don't forget to hit the like button as well. Where are we? We're at 52 likes. Let's get to 100 likes nice and early. Come on. We can get there. We can get there.
Imagine if City win and my auntie gives birth as well today.
Oh, yeah. Nicola's auntie's expecting a baby today, so that would be wonderful. A City win. And it wouldn't be a blue, though, would it? That's the only thing. No.
She's not really a football.
No, it's Chris, actually, to be fair. We'll make it a blue, then, because they're neutral. Though there is reds in the Nicholas family. Boo, hiss, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm sure Aguero's just got an injury. I'm sure he'll play again, but I don't know. I just don't see it. I mean, when he came on, he looked a little bit lost, and it's just one of those things. Are you alright to turn off the fan in the bedroom, by the way, Nicola? I can hear it going away, running there. Oh, it's fine. Anyway, I got distracted there because I can hear the fan next door in the bedroom really loud. I think it's the fan next door. Can you hear it too? Or is it the washing machine? Oh, it's their washing machine. Either way, I got distracted. Oh, by the way, one thing I wanted to say is... That's not the fan. Okay. I'm doing the fan view live again. Fans. Too many people talk to fans. And when I said turn the fan off, I don't mean turn you guys off. I mean an actual fan that's drying our clothes. Basically, after the game as well, I'll be doing the fan view live as always, which will be about an hour after I've done my match reaction. So I do match reaction, then an hour after full time, I'll be doing the fan view live. I'm opening it up to everyone who's a member at any level. So if you want to have your say and chat away to me after the game, chat to this little face here and get your say on Manchester City's whatever you want to talk about. YouTube.com/Esteemed Kompany/join. I'll put a link now in the comments. Become a member and have your say after the game. So yeah, if you want to do that and chat away to me, any tier, it doesn't matter, and you can chat away to me afterwards. And what I do is I put a link in the community tab on YouTube, which only members can see, so then you can join in. I pinned it now at the top, so if you want to become that and chat away to me after the game, that's what you get. You can do that there, and you can all chat away. And last time I did like 10 people after the game. It was good fun. It was good fun. It was so hard to get through everyone. We went on for like an hour and 10, 15 minutes, something like that, and we all had a chat, and it was good fun. But my opinion on the lineup anyway. Let's run through that lineup. Cancelo, Stones, Ake, and Mendy. I think it's about 4 with Edison in goal. I had a feeling Mendy was going to start today, not because of Zinchenko midfield, but just because I thought he was going to start, because I thought he did alright against Fulham. So I'm not really surprised at the same time to see him there. Defensively, that's fine. You know, I'm happy with that. Stones and Ake is a pretty cool centre-back pairing. I like it. Cancelo at right back. Mendy, we've got a good attacking fullbacks there. Zinchenko and Fernandinho midfield, I like. It's an intelligent midfield. I kind of like it, genuinely. It's like, Zinchenko midfield has been great for Ukraine, so I'm really fascinated to see how he gets on. Alongside Fernandinho, and also in a Premier League game from the start. It could be a bit functional, a little bit boring, but we'll see. Bernardo, it doesn't like the most creative midfield. Bernardo is not the most creative players. Gundogan and De Bruyne are more creative than Bernardo, I'd say. But it's a good midfield. Torres gets a rare start. Come on, Torres, man, come on. Sterling as well, obviously, and then Jesus with the likes of Walker, Diaz, Gundogan, Rodri, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Phil Foden, and Eric Garcia on the bench. Absolutely loads. Jesus will be playing a striker. He'll almost certainly be playing through the middle in this game. Could be Ferran Torres, but there could be a rotation as well, for what it's worth. I'm looking forward to it. Bernardo is not as... well, what I mean by not as creative, and 2 or 3, is like he's not one for those, like... Yeah, I don't think he is. He's not a final ball person. Look how many assists he gets. Like, he's not loads, to be fair. Like, I would say Gundogan plays more dink balls over the top to create chances than Bernardo, for example. I don't think that's so controversial. I think Bernardo is like a complete midfielder, but I wouldn't say he's... I wouldn't say he plays as many key passes as Gundogan and De Bruyne. But once again, he's still more creative than most footballers, but as a Manchester City level, no, he's not. I wouldn't say he is. I think Gundogan, Foden, Mahrez, De Bruyne, these all make more key passes. 1 assist, maybe, Ant, yeah, but I still think he plays more key passes over the top. He not necessarily gets the assist. Is it snowing in Manchester? You're damn right it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's stopped now, I think.
I was walking through the snow.
Yeah, Nicola's walking through the snow on the way back. Thank you, Russell. And no worries, man. You're all entitled to disagree. But I'm not putting Bernardo down for what it's worth. But I wouldn't say. Yeah, it's just what my perception. Gundogan is more like Silva in that way in terms of getting the pre-assist. But I think he's very good at that. But having said that, I still think we've got enough. And Zinchenko could maybe shine and show a little bit of creativity. And Fernandinho can get forward as well, man. He can. So yeah, either way, what's everyone's predictions? How are you feeling about the game? I think it's an alright team. It's a kind of fun team, at least. I don't mind a team when it's fun. And to be honest, man, we have got such a good squad these days that there isn't really a bad side that we can name. We generally can't do it. So I honestly don't think we can really put out a bad team these days, because all the players are pretty much in form. All the players are relatively Sorry, I just love to troll sometimes. Relative in form and fit as well. I love that Ainsley McCarthy here. So Ainsley's, it's their day on a Saturday and they're doing nothing. They're going on a small club stream to give me views and try and troll me. So thank you for the views, Ainsley. You don't understand your own destructive and reductive argument there, coming on my channel to try and put down a club for being small. Reeks of insecurity and boredom. Go and play Fortnite, pal. Go and play Fortnite, because no one's interested in you. It'll be fine. We'll make some changes in 60 minutes after we wore them down. Yeah, that's what I reckon will happen. 2-0 says AJ. Anonymous says 2-1. Yeah, I probably agree. I went for 3-1 today. Obviously, the team's vastly different than I was expecting it to be, but I still think we got enough. Avinash, Aguero's injured, so that's why he's not playing. He's got another injury. Genuinely, he's got another. I'm not wrong about the Fortnite thing, am I? Nothing wrong with Fortnite, by the way. I guarantee Ainsley's switching between Fortnite, trying to troll people, and then occasionally playing Warzone. That's it. That's literally it. And they're more than welcome to that life. Anyway, 4-3 says Aditya. Stephen, my goal for you is to reach 7,500 subs by the end of this year. So everyone can sub, because this is my committed to content. Thank you so much, CL Certified. I won't get there. I reckon by the end of this year, I'll be about 65,000. I reckon that's my guess. Maybe more, because maybe summer with all the all the transfer stuff, everyone will love it. But either way, if you are watching this channel, I have been banging out the content over the past few days. I did so many videos around. What are you doing? Oh, Nicola wants to just give me a little head rub there. Thank you so much, beautiful. Very much appreciated. How was your walk? Was it okay?
Yeah, it's good.
It's nice. You had a good old waffle?
Yeah, good waffle.
She had a good waffle.
Did a few shopping bits.
She went for it. She went for a walk with her friend. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the summit. It'll be fun. Did I hear the Kane news? Yeah, I did hear about Harry Kane wanting to leave. Actually, I can't really see him leaving though. I feel like he's kind of tied himself into a corner of a massive contract. Spurs have no reason to sell because he's got 3 years left. I can't see it. The Port apparently having throat and hip problems according to Pep. Very odd. Throat and hip problems. That's interesting, man. That's interesting. Fingers crossed he'll get there. He'll get better pretty soon. Throat and hip problems. Oh, that's a very strange combination of injuries. I guess maybe he's feeling a bit run down and he's got also a bit injured or something like that. Either way, fingers crossed he's okay. 75k by December. That's not unreasonable. I do about 20k a year, so that is possible. Who knows, man? Maybe we'll sign Haaland. Shall I do a live stream every single day, going through the news of Manchester City during the summer? I probably will do that. What do you all want to see me do during the Euros, by the way? What do you all want to see me do in the Euros? Because I don't really know what I'm going to be doing during that. I could do watch-alongs of England games, some big games or whatever. I'm hoping life's a bit better and we can have people indoors then. Because if you can and life's better and friends are jabbed and all that, I might get a mate or two in here and we can have a chat and forget about the games. You'd be alright with that, wouldn't you?
Love that.
Yeah, Nicola would love it, she says. That's if the rules allow it and all that kind of stuff. But the rules do allow that. Is it in May? Indoors? Couple of households? I think it is, isn't it? It is. England watch-alongs. Okay. Follow City players during the Euros. Yeah, I might do that actually as well. It's a good excuse for a chat. Yeah, I probably will do. I'll have a chat and I'll try and get some people on as well, some friends on, all that kind of stuff. It'll be nice. Yeah, sadly Aguero is injured again, Kisner, as Jimmy said. Unfortunately, Aguero's body, it's letting him down. Legand, I've been streaming. Yeah, to be honest, I do get sore throats, and my throat's a bit tired today. But but I've been making videos for 5 years now, so I've kind of got relative stamina. I do take a rest though when I need to. Because you need to. I've learned to know when my voice is a little bit tired. Like I took Thursday off in terms of the I took Thursday off in terms of making videos because I was just a bit tired. And sometimes you need to know when you are. I've got a coffee. I'm drinking a coffee. Look at our bench. The bench is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Genuinely. You should make a video about who I think should go on the plane. When's the England squad being submitted, by the way? I probably will do that at some point, but I don't pay attention to England anywhere enough other than when it's like the Euros. Come on, the Euros. The only thing I will say is that I'll often be actually... well, I guess I'll often be watching the Euros with friends. hopefully in a beer garden. So I guess there might be cases where I'm not actually there to watch it because I'm living. I'm trying to live my life because why not after the year that we've had? So that would be definitely fun. Either way, let's get to 200 likes. We are at 112 likes and over 200 people are watching. So we can do that. If we all get together, we all band together, we can do it. Super chat here from Flocking Sheep, hence never asleep, which is a poetic name. It's just there's a deep meaning to that. Flocking said, Steve, after City recording loss of 126 million, now having the biggest Premier League salary bill after KDB extension, will we be able to get Haaland a salary of 350,000? For what it's worth, mate, I don't think they'll go higher than De Bruyne, but I think he'll have to accept maybe relatively close, if not level to De Bruyne, and there'll be goal bonuses and all that kind of stuff. I don't think we'll be in for. I don't think we'll be in for Haaland if we couldn't afford him. Put it that way. We deferred some kind of profit and all that kind of stuff. So we 126 million loss, but we did defer some revenue to make a stronger year next year, which you can do. So there is money there. And there will be obviously the loss of Aguero's wage and maybe even Fernandinho's wage. And our counting last year as well wouldn't have counted for the David Silva and Sane's wage exit as well. So you've got to consider that. And I think, to be honest, I just kind of trust them to know what they're doing, man. I just trust them to know what they're doing. But it's a good question. Good question. But either way, I do think we probably could afford it. We wouldn't be talking to him if we couldn't afford it. If we couldn't afford it, we wouldn't be talking to him. Simple as that, in my opinion. I can recommend this coffee place again, by the way. Idle Hands. Nicola's just been. Did you get a coffee? Yeah. Was it nice? Nikki got a cappuccino. This is big City fan runs this place, and I always like to push it because he's a City fan. Dave's an absolute legend. Idle Hands. They do. Go and search him now on Instagram. Search him on Instagram. The coffee's amazing, but look at the pies they do. Oh, ridiculous. 6-year birthday today. Yeah. So if you're from Manchester, go support a blue Idle Hands and tell them Stephen sent you. Not that I'll get anything from it, other than like, and G203. No, the accounts came out, and Man City now have the highest wage bill in the Premier League. That's a fact. It came out, and we do, unfortunately. It's genuinely true. It's not people trying to spread it. It's just City's wage bill has massively increased over the last couple of years. It used to be only the third highest, but now it's the highest in the league. But do you know what? It's worth it. It's been worth it. It is snowing, everyone. Everyone keeps mentioning it's snowing. Yeah, Nicola's been out in it. Yeah, Rafinha's a good player as well, by the way. I'm looking forward to seeing Man City against him. A little bit apprehensive because he's a very good player. Leeds are a good side in general. But by the way, when I said pie, it's a dessert pie. So like the sweet ones, the lovely ones. I've got a vanilla slice for later. I cannot wait for that vanilla slice. I feel like we've earned it, don't you? Me and Nicola have been working out a lot this week, and I feel like I definitely earned it for tonight. Vanilla slice, best kind of taste in my opinion. What do you think about Delap joining the first team permanently next season? Sharon, I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it, is what I will say. I remember Manchester City once made a song and dance about Lopez, Iheanacho, and who was the other one? Denia being promoted to the first team. And then they were all gone by the start of the season. Now, Kelechi stayed. We sold Lopez, and Denia went out on loan. So I've been burned before by this. So I'm not going to get carried away by that until we see it. And also, there's no point in Delap being in the first team if he's not going to play any games. So if you sign Haaland and we've got Jesus, Delap's never going to play any football. He just won't play any football. It's simple as that. They'll start those two ahead of him. So as much as he is, he's very, very good, Delap. I love him to bits. And I think he should be in the first team squad because I think he's a sensational talent. I can't see... I will believe it when I see it. I will believe it when I see it. Yeah, sure. This mic's relatively directional. You should be all right. Nicola wants to do some bacon in the background. 26 and 20 is insane, though. Yeah, it really is. It genuinely is. He's a fantastic player. And what impressed me most as well about his performance last night, which I saw bits of, was his work rate, his overall work rate, and his involvement. A couple of lovely passes, one in particular to Cole Palmer, which was great. Palmer was brilliant as well. He's another one. I want to see Palmer as a long-term replacement for Mahrez. I genuinely do. The thing is, Cole Palmer for me is Mahrez. But he actually works really hard. He's captain sides as well. So this is like and he's got a little bit of swagger. I like it. I like a person player's got a little bit of hype, but he's also humble enough because he's been at City for a long time. So I do like it when players, they've got a bit of self belief in the and it's earned. It's earned, not just like they're not just cocky basically. And he's not cocky really. He's just confident, and I like that. Bring it on. Oh, probably have that will never happen, unfortunately, pal. Leeds fan here, what is your score prediction? Who worries you the most out of the Leeds squad? Rafinha, mate, he's a quality player. Bamford is the kind of person I can imagine scoring against Manchester City. He's had a good season. And Leeds are a good side, and you will know our weaknesses and strengths because you play in a very similar way to us. So you'll be good at us. I think City will win, mate, if I'm being honest. I don't think that's unfair given City's form and our squad depth and all that kind of stuff. I think it'll be a relatively tight game until the 60 minutes where I think roughly City probably will score, and then we'll bring on some subs, bring on the likes of De Bruyne and Foden and so on, and we'll have a bit too much for you guys. But I'm going for 2-1 Man City now, maybe, who knows. They have a good team, though. They're a good team. And obviously, Guardiola loves Bielsa, absolutely loves Bielsa. So if he believes in Bielsa, I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him. Guys, let's get those likes up. 300 people watching. Let's get to 200 likes. It would massively be appreciated if you don't mind. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Where we're at 53,070. We need 30 more subscribers to get to 53,100. 30 more. I reckon at least 20 of you watching this haven't subscribed yet. So do it. Rodrigo's a good player as well. Yeah, he scored, I think. It was Rodrigo who scored in the reverse game. That feels like a long time ago, by the way. Genuinely, like an awful long time ago. Excuse me. That game just feels... It doesn't feel like the same bloody season anymore. It was that long ago, the Leeds game, that football's changed so much. Manchester City have changed so much. We're not the same team as we were back then. Certain players that were castigated are now fan favourites. Our system's changed. It's crazy. There's currently 298 people watching Anonymous according to my stats. So I'm just new, just subscribed. Kistner, welcome. Good on you. Paul, my thoughts on the starting 11 is it's necessary. That's the first thing I will say. It's like sometimes you have to just rest a player or two. You have to, because that's how it is. And even though, of course, we don't want to see that, but Dortmund game is clearly a bigger game. We've got many chances to get the Premier League right, so I can't really complain. It's a good lineup. It's even when we rest loads of players, we've still got a bunch of informed good players, and I don't mind it. It isn't optimal, and there will be the odd poor spell, I'm sure, but we should be fine to go at Leeds. Leeds have been very up and down. Thank you once again for the super chat. Flocking Sheep says, can you do a video on who all City could sell to generate revenue for Haaland from first team or from loan list or youth, like Braff or Pedro Porro or Yangel? Yeah, I'll do a video saying who could go into something. I'll do that at some point. I probably will do that, by the way, after the season's finished, because I think it fits into the transfer world, but I will do that at some point. I'll look at the potential outgoings, almost definitely, mate, because there is quite a lot of players who'll go, like Jack Harrison, for example. He'll probably definitely go to Leeds. So there's plenty. Thank you so much, Ethan. Ethan's just subbed as well. Cheers, pal. Welcome to Jurassic. I don't know why I nearly went Jurassic Park there. Welcome to Esteemed Kompany. You need to plan the night tonight, little Nicola. You need to plan all night tonight. You need to have a think about what we're gonna do later. Because me and Nicola are gonna piss later. Because why not? Because we're at the free time. You have to have a think. Not out loud. I mean, just have a think. I'll plan to your film later, by the way. Me and Nicola, what should we watch later, by the way, films-wise, me and Nicola? Sorry, this is so informal. I do chat about football, but also I like to, involve you. Just have a waffle away. Sterling hat-trick, says Brian. I want, whatever you're drinking, man, I want some. That's a big claim, and it's definitely possible. Sterling is more than possible. So that would be nice, wouldn't it? I don't know what two people are arguing over. I guess they're not arguing. I can see a debate going on, but what I will say is you've said your points, both of you, and don't worry about it. Bielsa is a good manager, by the way, and I'm with Guardiola in this. I like Bielsa. I know some people don't like him, but I like him. So he's got character. He's interesting. I like him. Like, genuinely. I think Bielsa is interesting, and more people like that in football. And I think he's fundamentally a good man, Bielsa. I genuinely believe he is. I think he's interesting. I think he cares about football. I think he cares about his players. I think he cares about where he works as well. And I always admire a manager that does that. And you can tell the love that Leeds fans have for him isn't just because he's been successful. It's because what he's like as a person. And there's so many photos of him stopping with fans, saying hello, giving them loads of time. He seems very down to earth. He's always cycling to work and all that kind of stuff, going to all the local coffee shops. He just seems like a nice guy. I like him. I don't know. Bielsa, I know there's like a big religion around Bielsa and people get annoyed by it, but I think fundamentally that's not really his fault. I think he's a fascinating person, and I definitely like him, and I wish him nothing but success. I know a lot of people don't like Leeds. Sorry, Leeds fans, it's just true. But either way, Bielsa is... a good man. As Sinister's just pointed out, by the way, yeah. Sinister CD says he wears his Leeds tracksuit everywhere. I love it. I love that man. Down to earth, humble, normal. And that is the kind of person I want more of in football. Someone who just loves football. He just loves football. And that to me matters. Either way, there's no way to prove how well Bielsa would do at Man City. He could do really well, he could have flopped. Either way, none of us really know. We could argue the toss forever, but I think we could all probably accept. He's a good manager. He's a good manager who knows what he's doing. He has played for clubs with expectation before, Bielsa. Sorry, coached, and he has struggled before because it's a different world. Like, managing an underdog to managing a super club is very different. That's one thing I will say, by the way. Like, it's very easy to look at young, talented coaches, or not young, talented coaches, just, lower, smaller teams, talented coaches, and turn around and say, by smaller team, I mean teams currently smaller than Manchester City, Leeds fans, before you get defensive, which they definitely are. But it's easy to turn around and go, oh, they'll definitely be successful with the first team. They might do, and he definitely would probably win some things, but managing a super club and managing all those egos isn't easy. Managing that expectation isn't easy, and we make that mistake presuming that anyone can take that lip. You have to know how to manage a bunch of world stars, and the reason Guardiola does it is because he's Pep Guardiola, and he has that incredible aura and charisma, and he's ruthless at the same time. You have to be ruthless, and I know Guardiola is utterly ruthless. You have to not care about players' feelings while also pretending to care about them as well. It isn't easy to be a manager in the Premier League. I don't think it's quite as simple as good coach who plays passing football with a team lower in the league could therefore then do exactly the same with a big team. It don't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Either way, 5 minutes to go until kickoff. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Come on, City, man. Come on, City. This is going to be... I guess one thing we need to remember today is this game ultimately doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter at the same time. It's going to be tough because Leeds are a good side. Of course, they're a good side. But at the same time, we've got bigger fish to fry. We've got a semi-final coming up against Chelsea. We've got the quarterfinals in the Champions League with Dortmund second leg. We've got a Carabao Cup final coming up pretty soon as well. This game is just one of many chances for us to get closer to winning the league with a massive buffer. So, of course, we want the City to win today, and they quite possibly will do. But it literally isn't the end of the world if we drop points. Hopefully, we'll win. But, 27 wins in 28 games, I wouldn't be surprised if we drop some points. But I don't think we will. I think we'll win. Because every single time we doubt this side, we see something, a reason not to, basically. So I have a little faith in this team. Leeds on, they're not perfect. They're a good side, but they are definitely beatable. Well, Paul, of course the game matters, but you know what I'm saying. It matters less than the Dortmund game right now. Put it this way, Paul. If the game mattered as much as you're implying it does, Guardiola wouldn't be resting every single one, would he? Ask yourself why Guardiola is it's all relative. When I say it doesn't matter as much as those games, I mean, well, it literally doesn't, because it's not going to win or decide the league for us, this individual game. Those games are one-off ties. So Guardiola, the fact that Guardiola's rested all these players and played a bunch of players you rarely play, shows that Guardiola also thinks it's a lesser game today. Important, of course, because we want to win the league and get it wrapped up as soon as possible. But it's a calculated risk. Thoughts on the score? I went for 3-1 in my prediction, but the team's a little bit different than I expected it to be. Do you know what? I'm going to stick to 3-1, because why not? I think the City side's in good form. All the players are in good form. And why not believe in it? It's a shame Aguero's injured, but unfortunately, one thing I will say is that everyone needs to kind of get over it now, unfortunately. Aguero is Aguero. He's not going to be fit and reliable for an awful long time. I've been saying this since about August last year. And I hate being right, but about this, but I like being right in general. But I hate being right about this because no one wants to see Aguero injured. But I felt like he was a genuine worry at the start of the season, and the more and more I've seen it, the more it's happened. Leeds team: Meslier in goal as goalkeeper, Luke Ayling, Lorente, Cooper, Alioski, Calvin Phillips, Rafinha, Stuart Dallas, Tyler Roberts, Helder Costa, and Patrick Bamford. They got good players, man. They're a good side. They'll be really up for this. This is the kind of game they're up for. They like playing against big teams because it really suits them. It suits them down to a T. It really does. Leeds could beat us, but I don't think they will beat us. But they could do. I mean, it's realistic. It's realistic to say that they could beat us. They could. The reason if Leeds beat us today is because City have got one eye off the. You know, they're not looking at the ball. They've got one eye elsewhere. And if you haven't got, you take your eye off the ball. You know, you could lose a game. But that's life. That's life. It's more of a post-Aguero era for us now. It really is, and that's just something we have to accept. Peter Drury, is it? Oh, I'm on BT Sport. I don't know who we've got. I don't know who we got Peter Drury. At least no Harrison. Yeah, Harris has been one of their better players this year. An absolute thorn in our side potentially, so I'm glad he's not there. He's a good player, Harrison. He's a good player. Time to go and watch my legal streams, Azan. Yeah, well, if you want to stand around people, you can mute the stream and we can all chat away together while you watch the game. That is the beauty of these watch-alongs. What's my prediction? 3-1 I'm going for. I mean, I'm confident about this game. I think it's because every time I worry about City, they surprise us, and I don't be surprised. They don't let us down so far this season. They've been really, really, really good. I have a feeling that Jesus will drop a stinker, says Anonymous. That is incredibly negative, but it's possible. I think he'll be all right personally. Let's get behind Jesus. You know, let's get behind him. The Etihad in the sun is such a sight. It is indeed. Yeah, I love the place. I miss the place. Roll on next season. I do believe we'll be back in stadiums next season, and I do believe it'll be wonderful. Are you right to turn off the internet if that's possible on your phone? Sorry. No worries. Come on, City. Either way, come on, City. Come on, City. It'll be absolutely wonderful to see a victory today, wouldn't it? I need it. I need it. Come on, man. Come on, man. A big game today. One thing I will say is that I want to win the league. I want to wrap the league up as soon as possible. I just want to wrap it up as soon as possible because why not, for one, I guess. It makes an awful lot of sense. And mainly so we can then focus on the other competitions because we don't want to be having to be worried about, you know, a couple of draws in a row, and also there's a bit of pressure in the league because United get a bit of false hope and then we're worrying about it. You know, there's how many games left? We need... there's 7 games left for us. After this, there'll be 6. After this, there'll be only 18 points per play for us. There's 21 points left to play for us, and we are, you know, a lot clear. So we only need about 3 more wins. 3 more wins. Who have United got in fixtures? Let's have a look. United have got this weekend. They've got Spurs tomorrow, so they could drop points. So win today, United dropping points, and that would be wonderful. Nicola, your prediction?
3-1.
Yeah. John Parsons thought, is Nicola predicting 3-1? And I asked her, there you go, John. Yeah, she said 3-1. That's my prediction as well. Dead-eyed there staring at me. She's staring at me like, yeah, it is indeed.
You taking my prediction?
Yeah, I am.
Fuck you.
Nicola's not happy about that. She says it's her prediction. Right, come on, City. Come on, City. Looking forward to this. Manchester is the best city of football. I'll take it. No face, no chase. I like it. Manchester's got an awful lot going on for football. It's always been a football city. Why would we sell Aguero? What? We're not selling Aguero. He's going. Aguero's going because unfortunately he's old, and his knees have caught up to him, which is a big shame. But Aguero, I love him to bits, but Aguero's days are behind him. Come on, City. I've been waiting for BT Sport. I'm miles behind. I don't know what they're doing, BT. Crack on, BT. Right. BT Sport are literally miles behind today, which is very annoying. Rest in peace to him, of course, City Daily, but I'm not a fan of the monarchy, so that's just my personal opinion. I won't be talking about it today, though. Yeah, it's rest in peace, of course. Someone's died. But I am not going to talk about it today because enough has been said about that. Come on, City. Come on, City. Nicola play Hellblade on Switch. I don't think she will play that. It's not the kind of game she would imagine. It's not your game you'd be interested in. It's a horror game. Nicola doesn't like creepy games like that. It's not a horror game, but it's creepy. Yeah. Come on, City. About to be underway. Right, we're underway at the Etihad. On my stream anyway. Come on, City, man. And I know some people saying you didn't do a minute silence, but I'm chatting to you guys. It's just I have to. You know, it'd be if I was sat here silent, it'd be very awkward. We're off and underway. We're off and underway. Come on. Is it delayed for anyone else, by the way? So I want to see how we're lining up. Zinchenko is indeed in midfield. I'd love to go to the Everton game, CJTV. I don't know how. I don't know if we'll be able to get tickets. I don't know. We'll see. It certainly won't be easy because everyone in the world's want to go. So there's no guarantee whatsoever. Hello to Andy as well, by the way. We are playing. Kieran's has only just kicked off. Yeah, I think it's quite delayed today for some reason. I'm not sure if it's like a delay or something, but. Either way, come on, City. Come on, City. Nice. The game is a bit delayed. Okay, that's interesting. Go on, Sterling, man, through the middle. It's going to be interesting, this game. Looking forward to it. Either way, man. City good, aren't they? That's one thing I will say. Brilliant, brilliant, Man City. Stones going forward. He's been watching Callum Doyle for the EDS. Ah, the game was delayed. Oh, it was a 2-minute silence. It was a 2 minutes. That makes sense. That's probably why it was delayed. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Ake today, to be honest. It's been such a tough season for Ake. I felt sorry for him because he's never been an injury-prone player whatsoever. And today he's had to deal with... well, not this season. Gets a big move and then he gets loads of injuries, which is just unfortunate for him, the poor lad. But that's life, unfortunately. You know, life can be an absolute pain in the arse sometimes. But it's nice to see him back. And Ake's a good footballer. It's a good defence, that Stones and Ake. It's a good defence. That's the one against Wolves at the start of the season, wasn't it? And they were good that day. Go on, Ferran. Ferran's playing on the right today by the looks of it. Come on, City. Come on, City. Ake looked very good. J3 Designs, you're right. Ake was definitely playing... Oh, they're in behind here. Oof. They were in behind really easy there. Go on, Ferner. He's good, Rafinha, isn't he? He's good. This is going to be an interesting game. It's going to be end-to-end, this, I think. I think there's going to be a lot of defensive naivety. The one thing I will say about this defence, it's much changed, so it's going to be interesting to see how Ake links up with Mendy, because they've never played together, I don't think. Have they played together at all? I'm not sure if they have. No, they have against Leicester, and that didn't go very well, actually. Ake had a good game that day. He was the only one who didn't let himself down in the Leicester game. Obviously, Cancelo and Stones were different beasts back to the start of the season. But it could be interesting defensively. That's the thing, is you can put good players in the team, but if they haven't played together before, they may struggle. Nice Zinchenko. Ferner and Zinni's quite nice. And look at all the space in midfield. Wow. So much space for Fernandinho to run into. Oh, Ferran giving the ball away there. And then Zinchenko giving it. That didn't go very well. He did score. He did score against Leicester. I forgot about that. Are you out there? What are you doing, Nicola? What are you doing? What are you doing? And Nicola's just dancing away in the kitchen as if that's not the most distracting thing in the world. Trying to get my attention. It's adorable. No, carry on. It's fine. I know what you're doing. I thought you were trying to get my attention. She's dancing to Taylor Swift with earphones in. Bless her. Very cute.
I
if she's remastered an album or something like that. Nico's very happy about it. Go on, Raheem. Jesus might be good today, I reckon. This is the kind of game he's good in, Jesus. Nice. Go on, Ferran. Oh, nice, Ferran. Nice, Ferran. Ferran. I love Mendy playing as a centre forward, by the way. I love Mendy up there. That's wonderful. Nice from Ferran, by the way, though. Ferran did really well to make a bit of space. Roberto Mendy Carlos. I was so happy for Mendy the other day, by the way, when he scored. He was delighted. He was genuinely delighted. It's kind of shit you want to see, isn't it? Sergio Mendy. I love seeing Nathan Aki back. Nathan Aki, baby. Nathan Aki. Whoa. Ferner, by the way, I said before the game he might get forward quite a bit, and that seems to be a thing. All right, Kieran. I think I've got notifications turned off on Slack on my phone at the moment, so I might not have noticed. I'll check it afterwards, mate. Jesus, all right. We could not do with Jesus getting an injury today. Kieran, I've only just seen your DM on thinking, no worries, man. I quick look at it then. My pleasure, mate. Absolute pleasure always. Kohol, I'm going for 3-1 Man City today. We haven't got a striker on the bench, because Aguero's injured and Delap played last night. So they're still going for the Premier League 2 title, the EDS, and I guess they see it as more important. I mean, personally, if I knew Aguero was injured, I would have left Garcia off, but Guardiola's not going to do that. I would have put the lap on, but Guardiola's not going to do that. It's a big game this for Ferran Torres today because obviously it's been a relatively quiet season for him. He started off he was a relative bright spot, wasn't he? At the start of the season, obviously in the Champions League when he was playing through the middle, scoring a few goals, showing that he's an instinctive finisher, an impressive finisher as well. And it was hard not to be impressed or encouraged by him. But then obviously City got form and everyone started to get fit and everyone started to get involved, and it was harder for him to get. It was harder for him to, I guess, find his place in the team. Delap played last night, yeah. He did indeed. So Torres has got an awful lot of time. He's only young. There's no stress with Torres. We've got to believe in him and trust him. We'll be fine. He'll be all right. Jesus, Aguero and Delap, the only strikers we have. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, he also had COVID as well, Ferran Torres, didn't he? But yeah, I mean, even in the EDS, there's no real backup striker, by the way. It's just a lap. We play like Cole Palmer as a false nine or something like that. We haven't got a backup striker for the EDS, genuinely, which is strange to think about, but none that we actually use. Was I part of the increase in Aguero shirt sales? To be honest, I don't really buy names on back of shirts, so no, I wasn't. But 1200% increase, that's insane, isn't it? But yeah, no, I don't get names on back of shirts, really. Unless it was special, Maybe Aguero. I don't love this kit enough to get Aguero back on the shirt, But Aguero's Aguero. I don't need him on the back of a shirt. He's Aguero. I've got enough memories of him. I always feel better, by the way. Fern has been so good already. Fern looks class. I always feel better when Fern is on the pitch in general. It makes me feel... Oh, come on, Raheem, that was soft. It makes me feel relaxed because Fern is Ferner. Good morning, Alexandros. Good morning. Well, there we go. It's a good enough reason as any, Kieran. Makes a lot of sense, man. I keep watching Nicola turn around, and she's just boogieing. I can just see you boogieing away over there. It's adorable. She's there cutting in the kitchen like that. It's very, 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 very cute. No, it's adorable. It smells nice. That's why I looked over because it smelled nice. What are you making?
Bacon, avocado, tomato sandwich.
Oh, can I have one later? Oh, Nicola's having a bacon, avocado, and tomato sandwich, and I'm streaming. It smells and sounds amazing. I can't eat that during the stream, unfortunately.
You're doing mukbang.
No, I'm not doing a mukbang, no. Go on, Bernardo.
Yeah, I'll make you one later.
No, I'm not doing it. It's alright.
I said no, I'm saying I'll make you one later.
Okay, thank you. It's been a boring game so far, but boring's good. What boring means at the start is that Man City are finding their rhythm, and it means we are getting into our groove. So I will take boring early on. Boring's always a good thing. Wolverine, I guess I've just answered that. City look fine so far. We're teasing the ball about, you know. It's fine. It's also an awful lot of space in Leeds' midfield. A couple of times, Fernandinho's already turned and ran through the middle with you could fit a bus through the size of the space in the midfield, which is, I think, is a very Leeds thing to do. They press intently, and if the press isn't perfect, and you've got someone with the agility and dynamism of Fernandinho who can just turn, it creates an actual chasm down the middle of the pitch. Oh, it's a good ball for Zinchenko there. Oh, good ball from Stonesy. Good morning, Castle. Hello. Castle, find a mesh. There's a lot of space in the middle for us. Genuinely, a lot of space in the middle. My prediction is 3-1 today. 3-1 today. Who asked that? It was Top Notch Kev. Top Notch Kev indeed. I am new. How does it work? Sorcerer of Socks, which is a cracking name, by the way. We're just chatting about the game, you know, having a good old chat together. So yeah, that's it. Steve, where's my badge? What are you referring to, man? I'm not. Your badge will be there if it's there. I'm not sure. It's all automated, so I don't choose badges. By the way, I'm not sure. It happens based on time. Yeah, Sterling won't go anywhere either. I agree, Sinister. I think people giving up on Sterling are nice. Okay, people giving up on Sterling are being naive, very naive, and probably harsh. Zinchenko midfield might be my favourite road pet move. Yeah, I love it. To be honest, I don't think it was unpredictable either because he's done it a few times late on in games, hasn't he? Go on, City. A lot of the Leeds team consists of former City players. Does it? Who are you referring to there? Nice, Zinchenko. Tyler Roberts. He's not got Man City linked, has he? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Oh, Pervader, yeah, we got Pervader. Harrison's not in the team anymore, of course, because I thought you meant playing today. What's Tyler Roberts linked to Man City? I don't know. There isn't any Man City linked to Tyler Roberts, is there? Harrison's not involved today, and Pervader's on the bench, so. Oh, that was leaky. Come on, man, wake up. That was easy to get down our left channel there. That they should be scoring there. They should have scored. He's just not even gone near the ball, has he? Wake up, City. I know it's early, but wake up. It shows how open this game's going to be, doesn't it? Furness striding forward again. Oh, go on, Joao. What are you going to do here, Raheem? Long range effort from Sterling. Never going in that in a million years. Rafinha's down. I never want a player to be injured, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in a million years if ooh, Sterling's caught him there a bit. Very accidental, clearly. It's a good ball like behind Ake, wasn't it? He looks like he's injured there, doesn't it? Yeah, they are definitely finding some space. And to be honest, the problem comes from having players in the space to be able to make those passes, because a good side's always going to find runners in behind. Because if you're playing a high line and a player's got a lot of time to pick up and just play a pass between the channels, they're going to find those passes. They're going to find the passes. So you have to, I guess it's one thing is like, don't give them the space, especially if you're playing a high line. There'll be some organisational issues as well, once again. Mendy and Ake haven't played much football. Barely played any football together. So they will... Yeah, they'll definitely be rusty as a partnership. Kisner, Tyler Roberts, I've never even heard of him linked to City. So he definitely wasn't. The only one I can feel in the squad today that's got a City link is Pervader. Good player, Pervader, by the way. I like him. I don't think he'll make it a good Premier League level, personally. But he's a good player. I like him. That smells amazing. Smells so nice, that. What's up with Aguero? He's injured again, unfortunately. He's not trained for 4 days. Go on, Raheem. Go on, Raheem. Right, the keeper. Chance. Good run, good run. Should have maybe played it back to Bernardo there. I don't blame him for shooting, by the way. He was very close, but maybe he should have passed. Chance, though. There's definitely chances in this game to be had. Plenty, I would say. For what it's worth, yeah, Sinister's made a good thing, good point. People expecting a full team tempo when half our team haven't started in weeks and months. Like, some of them obviously started, but not played regularly in ages. Like, sorry? Oh, there's actually another one. I didn't see it. Careful. Nicola's throwing condiments around the flat. Nice, Bernardo. Good defending.
Yeah.
What?
At least that's I was just backing up.
She's so distracting, bless her. Dropping things on the floor. She's just put hot sauce in her face by accident. She's just a mess. I love her. Nicola, that's Nicola, by the way. If you don't know, it's my fiance. She's the bundle of chaotic energy.
Your life would be boring without me.
Good defending from Llorente there against Jesus. Jesus should start against Dortmund, says Muhyiddin Ahmed. That's not the worst shot in the world. I think there will be a chance or two, a change or two, sorry, in the game. Genuinely, it will be. We'll see some changes, almost certainly. Varane! Mate, it's a good block, to be fair. That's a big chance. I think that's good defending. I don't think it took too long at all. I think it's just great defending. Like, he stopped it and shot as soon as he could. It's just good defending. Good defending from the Jesus chance as well. Like, they just defended well there. I don't think he didn't dawdle, in my opinion. He controlled it, then shot. So I'm not really going to blame Torres for that. It's just good defending. Oh. This. Come on, keep him up the pitch. You can really see that there's chaos to be had. I said before the game, by the way, like, no team is conceding more goals from set pieces than Leeds, by the way. No team in the Premier League this season. So they are definitely susceptible.
Playing against Leeds United.
Yes. It's Sparky's team.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Nicola's mum's fella is a big Leeds fan. He supports my channel as well. He's a really good bloke, but he's always like talking about my channel stuff.
Watching you now.
Yeah, he might be watching. Sparky, if you're watching, hello, pal. I hope you have a terrible day, Sparky.
Send me a message saying.
By terrible day, I mean Leeds losing. Not genuinely a terrible day, of course, Sparky. Yeah, I can't really blame Torres for that chance, by the way. I thought he did fine. He controlled the ball well. Go on, Mendy. I thought it was just good defending. Like, they blocked the ball. Like, if he took another touch and then got his shot blocked, I'd understand. But one touch shot is fair enough, in my opinion. We are starting to camp in their half a little bit, though. I think there'll be chances in the break for them. But the more... okay. The more we stay in their half, the more comfortable I feel. I didn't watch Bayern versus PSG. Sorry, I've got to the point now because I talk about football so much that when City aren't playing this, my night's off from football. Look at that! Nicola's mocking me. Nicola's mocking me with this. Look at this, bacon and avocado sandwich there, with hot sauce on.
And tomatoes.
I want it.
What time do you finish?
I'll have it at full time, so probably about an hour from now.
An hour.
An hour or so, probably a little bit longer. 80 minutes, an hour and a half. Go on, Zinni. I like Zinni in midfield, by the way.
Is that Zinchenko?
Yeah. Zinni. Are you a fan of Zinni? Nice, Cancelo. He's... gave the ball away. I said nice and gave the ball away. He's not been in his best form, Cancelo, for the last couple of weeks, has he? Not terrible, but definitely... Fernand's so good. But he's definitely dropped a tiny bit, I would say. Had a couple of 5 out of 10 games. Yeah, Ferner is a beast. I absolutely love Ferner, man. Ferner, we should extend, in my opinion. Extend Ferner. We don't need another midfielder next year. I say that as well because we've got 2 wonderful young midfielders. Number 6 players. People can play there. He's not number 6, I would say, Tommy Doyle, but he definitely can play there. And also, I really, really rate the number 6, the young 17-year-old Dutch player we got called. Is he Belgian? Or is he Dutch? Where's he from? Is he Belgian? He's a Belgian, I think, isn't he? Yeah, I knew he came from Anderlecht, but wasn't sure if he's actually Belgian or whatever. I mean, we've got a young Belgian midfielder called Romeo Lavia, who's a genuinely brilliant number 6 as well. So I like the idea of Fernandinho staying for another year, and maybe seeing how this kid develops, because it could be that we don't want to. If we buy a young player now, we block him off. I did see the links to Sanderberg. For what it's worth, by the way, if we sign Sanderberg, I wouldn't be disappointed because he's a good player. And I wouldn't say, I'm not saying, camera's gone off. There we go. It's better. Maybe Zinchenko becoming number 6. That's true. Very different kind of number 6, though, I would say. I liked that how my camera came on and it became everyone's dad on social media. We had like that. Go on, Raheem. Go on, Raheem. Handball! Handball! Don't like handball. Probably wasn't going to give it, but he liked handball to me. Mendy is doing well. I agree. He's a good footballer, Mendy. He's a good player. Like, we wouldn't have signed him, you know, if he wasn't. As simple as that. And obviously he's had his injuries, but... Pen! No. That Sterling's pace is causing trouble. Actually, I've just seen it on Ayling. I wouldn't have given that a penalty. It hit his arm, but it didn't. He just kicked it at his arm, basically. Like, as much as I want a penalty for Man City, I don't think that was a penalty. The handball incident, it did hit his arm, but it literally just kicked it against his arm. So I can't really complain about those ones. I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, punish him for having arms, and he was literally in a normal position. So, but I'm with Sinister. We are getting better. I've been loving Stones going on these runs. By the way, go on, Stonesy. I love it from Stones. By the way, we've seen Fernandinho and Stones both make runs down the middle. That seems very intentional to me. Looks like something we've noticed. Oh, what a cross. That was a great cross from Zinchenko, by the way. Rafinha with Mendy. Mo, the kid, Laporte's got a small injury apparently. I don't know how serious it is yet, but he's out, unfortunately, due to fitness reasons. Pranay, I am good, thank you, and welcome. And good to see you today. I think Zinchenko's played well so far. I think he was putting a delightful cross a few minutes ago. He looks comfortable in midfield. You can tell he's been playing there for Ukraine for a while. Rafinha's got Mendy on toast, by the way. It's very hard to defend against Rafinha, but he's got no chance of stopping him. It's very hard to defend against a winger that skillful, but it's in that instance, his body was quite square to him. You need to be relatively ready to go, don't you? But it's hard. It's hard. We are inevitable, Zeka. We are indeed. We are inevitable. Keep looking at the wrong camera. It's this one now. Rafinha is very good. If he came to City, wouldn't complain. I don't want him. Like, I don't think we really need him. I don't think we were crying out for wingers personally. So he's a good player, yeah, but I just don't really want him because I don't think we need him. But obviously he's one of those players where if he came to City, I'd be like, great, we got another good footballer. But yeah, at the same time, we've got Mahrez, and I would much rather. I know this sounds naive, but I would genuinely rather Cole Palmer because I think he's brilliant talent as well. Cole Palmer gets a chance to show what he could do. Played Sterling. Good run. Surely a foul on Sterling it was. People say Rafinha's clear of Sterling, though. Let's be honest, man. Like people have such short-term memories. Sterling's one of the best goal-scoring wingers of the last 5 years in football. Like, I know Sterling is in great form at the moment, but we do give up on players so easily. It tires me out. Like, it just tires me out. It's very short-termism, in my opinion. Haroon, Liverpool fan. No worries, thank you. Very humble of you. Go on, Ferner. Ah! Do you know what? The thing is, the keeper was going one way then. If he just kind of shot towards the near post, that might have led to a goal. By the way, people say Stones can play in midfield. I think he can pass forward really well, but having the 360 vision of what's around you, that's the problem. It's like you can't. It's not just about being a good passer and being a good defender to play as defensive midfielder. It's about having 360 vision. So that's why you rarely see centre backs go into defence, into midfield. Sorry, because playing in the centre of the pitch when you've got players around you, and put it this way, you rarely look over your shoulder as a defender, and because you rarely have to. So that's the one reason we don't see it, because they don't have to do it. And I think Stones will struggle a little bit with that. That agility in a 360 sense is so hard to understand unless you play there regularly. It's why we see more midfielders going to defence as opposed to the other way around. But going forward, though, driving free midfield as a passer, he's very good. But there's much more to being a defensive midfielder than just doing that. It's about going the other way, and that's the hard bit. So I personally don't think Stones has it. Yeah, Pep said that, but guess what? He's never done it. So what does that tell you? He did it once, and it lasted about 40 minutes, and then he changed him at half time, remember? So Pep says a lot of things. Maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not convinced. He did try once, Zika, yeah, and he never did it again, and I think that was probably the right call, to be honest. I think Stones is a better player now, but to be honest, Stones doesn't need to be a midfielder. He's a very good defender, so let's keep him where he is. Let's not pep it too much, you know. Zinchenko's a better bet for number 6 because he understands that tight spaces thing. Go on, Ilkay. I'm liking this decision to run forward, by the way. This is definitely intentional. It's really intentional. It's clearly intentional because obviously the space in midfield. This art saying, why not Cancelo, CDM and Walker right back? Well, we're not going to play both our right backs simply for fitness reasons, mate. Like, we need to make sure, you know, we can't risk injuring both of them. So, ooh, that's a big chance for Ferran. That genuinely a big chance. Another great Zinchenko cross. That's a really big chance, man. All you have to do is glance that. There's a foul on Stones there. How is that not a foul on Stones, man? He's all over him. Like, do they not check these things anymore? Seriously. That is a pen, in my opinion. It's genuinely a pen. Either way, I think we've shown enough so far. Leeds obviously have got in behind us a couple of times, but so far it's been all right. Ake not good enough. Spencer, it's his first game in how long, man? Come on. People are so harsh on players. He's barely had any time to adapt to Manchester City life. Let's give him a chance, you know. Let's give him a chance. Nice, Jesus. Raheem's desperate to score a long ranger. Aguero, Ake's last game was Boxing Day. That says it all. Like, we can't make any judgments on Ake until he's played an awful lot of games for us. I thought he was good. I thought Ake was good at the start of the season when he played. To be honest, I don't think it was a rash decision to buy Ake at all. Got to bear in mind, it's easy to say these things in hindsight, but when we bought Ake, Stones was terrible. At that point, Stones wasn't who Stones is right now. Everyone thought Stones might even go in the summer. There's rumours about Garcia potentially going, don't forget. At one point. Mendy was leaving. Fernandinho was playing defence an awful lot last year. So, like, the idea, like, yeah, we didn't know Diaz would become brilliant. Obviously, I had no idea Stones. We didn't know we were signing Diaz at the time for what it's worth. So, like, Diaz was before. So we had no Diaz. We had no fit Stones. No out of confidence Stones. We had Ferner and Otamendi was about to go as well. Wanted to go. So when we signed Ake, he came in as a potential first choice. Now, obviously, we signed Diaz as well, which was great. But I don't think we had any idea that Stones would have this resurgence and this redemption, which is amazing news. But it's not. I don't think it was a rash decision at all, basically, because our defense last year was terrible. Sterling out. Give it a rest, pal. Okay, I'm about to see the Sterling miss then. Oh, Fernandinho, amazing. It's unbelievable from Fernandinho, isn't it? Unbelievable. What's he doing, Raheem, man? He's a bad finisher, isn't he? I can't deny it. His finish is terrible. That's a bad finish. I feel like I could finish that genuinely better. I can't defend that. I can't defend it. What's happened to Sterling? 8 attempts, by the way, to their 0 attempts. I'm not defending that. I can't. That's a terrible miss. It's so frustrating. The only thing is about... Yeah. He does. I really like his work elsewhere, but he gets front of goal as the most frustrating person in the world. Anyway, we are creating chances. So look at the positives, eh? Ah, look at Gabby. Still, he just kicked it straight off with a cross. What has happened to Sterling? Genuinely, what has happened? Genuinely, he's lost his confidence, hasn't he? Raz or Laka? What, Lacazette? Who gives a shit about Lacazette? Why would they don't care about that? A disgrace to this club. That's a fucking load of nonsense, mate. Okay, criticise Sterling's performance, but calling him a disgrace to this club and Jesus as well. No, you're a disgrace. Literally, that's nonsense. Why do we have to a disgrace to this club is, I don't know, Joey Barton or someone like that. Calm down. Oh, this City side, man. This City side. What's that defending? Oh, man. Ah, oh, fuck's sake. For fuck's sake, lads. Terrible defending. Fucking useless in front of goal. And then shocking defending. I was just saying before, actually, about Cancelo being really poor recently. Honestly, Cancelo should be embarrassed there. That, to me, is on Cancelo, that. Like, what's he doing here with the defending? I love him, but that's poor defending. Twice. Win your fucking header. Oh, then a second chance. What is that? You've been... Poor, shocking defending. You can't be that weak, Cancelo. That's why... Yeah, that's... I'm sorry. I'm happy disappointed about that. That has deflected off Ake. Well, he's deflected off him. Diaz blocks that whole day. We don't know that's true, but... By the way, if you're blaming Sterling for that, you've lost your head. That's a separate problem entirely. Fans of other clubs are arriving in the chat like their club has accomplished anything that City have done this year. So I love it when they all arrive. Like, did they sit around waiting for it? By the way, did they have like a tab to wait? It's weird. Like, you know, the other club's fans, it's like they're waiting for it. It's hilarious. That's the most frustrating thing about that is, once again, we did it to ourselves by missing chances, then terrible defending. Is that their first shot on target as well? It was. Either way, let's keep our heads. We are Manchester City. Let's keep our heads. We are miles clear. Miles clear at the top of the league. We've been the better side today. We've got a reserve team playing, more or less. Their first shot on target. That's a bad challenge. That's a very bad challenge. Yeah, I'm not concerned, by the way. Why would I be concerned? Life's brilliant. Oh, that's a terrible challenge. That's a red. He's so high. I'm sorry, that's a red. How is that not a red card? He's like literally that high. He's ridiculous. He's looking at it. That's a really bad challenge. I'm sorry. That's to me that's a red, genuinely. That's so clearly a red. That's a terrible challenge. That's a leg breaker. Is he giving it? He's going off, isn't he? He's giving him off. Right call. Right call. I'm sorry. That's a red. That's a red. It's the right call. I'm sorry, like, Cooper, I'm sure you're not a bad person, pal, but that's a shocking challenge. A genuinely shocking challenge. You can't complain about that, I'm sorry. If his leg's planted and he gets a little bit lower, that's a broken leg. Never a red. What the hell are you on about if that's not a red, man? Like, you know, how is that not a red? It's ridiculously high, ridiculously late. It's clearly a red. Right, that's the right call now. Like, they've got to sit back now. If you watch this channel, you know I'm not an overreactor. I've never been one for overreacting to these things, but like that is clearly a dangerous challenge. It's high, it's late, it's dangerous, and that's just how it is. Genuinely, you could have it's so high. That's like one of those ones that can end a career. It's like you can't complain about that. It's just a genuinely dangerous challenge. Honestly, if a City player did that, I would be like, that's bad, unfortunately. Oh! Stonesy once again. That should be 1-0. It should be 1-0. Not intentional, not red. That's not how it works. What nonsense are you talking about? It doesn't. Intention means nothing. No one intends to try and damage someone with a late challenge. Otherwise, there'd never ever be a red card. Like, do you really think it's about intention? Like, that's what? Like, it's not about that. It's about if it's dangerous or not, intentional or not. Most red cards aren't intentional. They're not. That's not how it works. It's just if they're late and high, it's reckless behaviour, and that's it. That's it. The reason they give red cards out for reckless challenges is to try and make sure people be less reckless because it can injure people. It doesn't matter about intention. That's totally irrelevant. It's a deterrent for a reason. I'm sorry, that's how it works. It's like people don't even know. Like, anyway, it's over now. Come on, City. Yeah, you know me on this channel. I'm not one for unfair, and I'll call it if a City player did it as well. But like, it's Cooper's. I'm sure is a nice guy. I'm sure Cooper didn't mean to do it, but unfortunately, Cooper made a mistake, and mistakes cost you. Come on, anyway, City. Come on, City. I'd like to see you be really aggressive here, pushing forward, really aggressive. Good ball, Mendy. Play Jesus. Jesus' link-up play, by the way. You can dislike him, but his link-up play is absolutely excellent. You can't deny that. You can't deny his link-up play has been excellent. Half-time. That's half-time. I'm going to pop toilet, but I'll be back in a few minutes. Hang around, okay? Hang around. I need a toilet. And I am back. I needed to do that. Sorry, guys. I needed just to run to the loo because sometimes you gotta go. You gotta go, to quote Dr. Malcolm in Jurassic Park. Sometimes I've just got to go, unfortunately. But either way, let's get into that game in the second half and just get my better camera on, because why not? Get my nicer camera on, which is probably should be back to better now. Let me change it around. Hang on. Hello, looking nice and swish again. Either way, let me just quickly as well share out the link on Twitter so we can get some people get their halftime thoughts out. My honestly simple take on this is it's been an okay half. I don't think it's been a terrible half. Halftime thoughts here. There we go, done. My take on that genuinely is so far it's been all right. It's not been terrible, not been perfect. But it's fine. It is what it is. It's the kind of game I genuinely expected, unfortunately. I did expect a game like this. I realised I've not changed the thumbnail. Oops, it's got Aguero on it still, which is annoying. He shouldn't be on it. Did I wash my hand? Of course I did. My hands are still wet. I always wash my hands. We've got I'm a hand washer, because you should be. Look after your hygiene. Always, of course. But yeah, it's been an interesting half of football. Once again, I don't think it's been brilliant, but I don't think it's been bad either. I think we can't overreact to this. Everyone's saying fuck Sterling. Well, I would say fuck you. Grow up, man. Grow up. I understand it'd be frustrating, but the abuse is not necessary, is what I will say. Don't abuse players. Be frustrated by players, but if you're abusing players, you're being a prick, and you're part of the problem. So don't be like that, is what I will say. But overall, that half, I think City were okay. Like, bear in mind, Leeds are a good side. I am not going to sit here and complain and moan. If you want me to sit and complain and moan, why? We won 7 out of 28 or something like that. I can't do that. What I will say is the perspective that City can allow. We've changed our team massively. I still genuinely think we've done all right, to be honest. We have missed chances and been frustrated at both ends of the pitch. Like, Sterling's missed the fucking sitter, and it does drive me mad. Stones and Torres have missed some good chances as well, which has driven me mad. Decent header chances. So that's been frustrating. I thought there was a penalty on Stones as well, if I'm being honest. I genuinely thought there was a penalty on Stones when he pulled him down clearly as anything. They'll never give that in a million years. And I do think it was a clear red card. I'm sorry. I'm sure Cooper is a nice guy, and I'm sure he doesn't mean to do that and all that kind of stuff. But it's a red card simply because it's very high. It's really high. You can't be that high. You just can't. You don't have to be that high off the ground. It was late. It was dangerous. Yes. Late, dangerous, and very, very high. So, unfortunately, for me, it was a red card. It's the right call. Intention or not does not matter. Does not matter. Super chat from Eli, the analyst, that says, strong opinion, and I'm going to tell you you're talking fucking nonsense. Sorry, mate. I know you're super chatted, but I massively, massively disagree. Says, Ferran Torres is awful. He doesn't offer anything from Man City. Never want to see him in a City shirt again. Bring Mahrez on for second half. Wow, talk about throwing a player under the bus there who barely plays any football. Why do we have to be like this as a fan base? Thank you for the support on the channel. But why do we have to be so definitive? Why do we have to just write off a player because he's not playing well? Why can't we turn around and go, hang on, he's barely played any football. He joined a new team at 20 years old in a new country during a pandemic with no social life whatsoever. He can't visit his family. They're not allowed to fly over and see him. He can't do anything like that. He's barely played any football. He doesn't get starts anymore. He had COVID, lost quite a lot of weight by his own description. And also, he's started his first game in ages. Yes, he looks a bit rusty, but he's not been disgraceful or terrible or anything like that. He's been okay. Like, I don't know, man. I disagree. Thank you for the comment. I really appreciate it. But, like, I don't get the hate. I don't get why can't we just go, he looks a bit rusty and he needs a bit of time. What is wrong with that? He clearly has loads of talent. Look at his goals at the start of the season. Look at his goals for his performances for Spain. Like, it feels like everyone loses their minds with these things. It's like, did most people just not have any balance whatsoever or rationality, man? Like, either way, let's be patient about these things. There's nothing to suggest. Well, they are fans, Jacob. They are fans. They're just people with different opinions. But I feel like people, I don't know. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're not entitled to your opinion, mate. By the way, but I am saying my opinion. You are wrong, and I will stand by that. Because the people, like, we forget that. They forget that, and like, he's clearly talented. It's just a slow season for him for many reasons. Give him another year. Everyone thought Rodri and Cancelo was shit last year, by the way. But look how that turned out. Anyway, this half has been okay. To be honest, I thought we were the better team. We created more chances. Of course, they scored with their first shot on goal. They had a couple of decent moments as well. But I'm not concerned because we've rotated so many players. I'm not going to panic because it ultimately doesn't matter today. I want City to do better. Of course I do. And I think we will do better. But now we're against 10 men. I suspect we'll at least draw. Leeds are a good side. It's not a worry at all. It's not a worry at all. And I'm certainly not going to panic about it. Definitely not. It wouldn't be embarrassing if we don't win, by the way. It wouldn't be embarrassing. It'd just be one of those days where we've rotated loads of players. We bought in Mendy, Ilkay, Torres, players who barely played at all, so of course there'll be some ruddiness. We've got a guy playing midfield for more or less the first time for us as well, Zinchenko. It's a massively rotated team. Silver Balls, great name. Big love for the super chat, Silver Balls. I really appreciate it. It says, Dino, our only spark, really need to do better. To be honest, I don't fully agree he's been the only player. But either way, I think Dino's been our best player. I would agree with that. Definitely. I think Stones has done pretty well. I think Jesus has done alright, personally. Zinchenko's had a pretty decent game as well. But Dino has been the one driving us forward. I can't deny that. Big love for the comment. I really appreciate it. But what I want to say is don't lose your heads. Come on. It's like there's nothing to worry about. We are literally going to win the league. We will win the league. We've rotated loads of players for the Dortmund game because this is not an important game for us right now. Pep's a fraud. Anyone who says that is getting an instant ban, by the way, and that's just because you're a dick, not because you're doing it just for attention. Because anyone who says Pep's a fraud is genuinely just being a dick, so it's an instant ban. Oh, I've seen that replay again. It's so obviously a red card. The more and more I see it, it's like, how is it not a red card? I just saw it again on TV. It's clearly a red card. It's just a bad challenge. Either way, in the second half, so, Ari and I, how do you get through life being this miserable? So what if we rotate? Our bench costs more than some Premier League sides. Yeah, and we haven't played badly. We had 9 shots to their 1 and they scored. We missed a few chances, yes, but we haven't. You're acting like we played awfully. Like, they scored a goal, a deflection goal, and they're a decent side. They're a decent side, Leeds. It's half time. We're not going to lose the game necessarily just yet. Sinister saying, West Ham game all over. We got this. Exactly. That's how I see it, pal. That's how I see it. It's just that we'll be absolutely fine. I'm not overly concerned. It's not an important game. It doesn't mean anything. All it means is that maybe we've been a little bit rusty in some places. But I expected it. It was a calculated risk. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm certainly not going to panic because I don't see any point in panicking. We'll be fine. We're always fine. And Guardiola knows what he's doing. Of course he knows what he's doing. Of course he knows what he's doing. Peter, I'm fine. Thank you so much, Peter Benjamin. Good to see you, pal. Getting the ball doesn't matter. If you get the ball, by the way, it doesn't matter. Like, if you get the ball in a challenge, but it's dangerous and reckless, it just doesn't matter. You can't jump in, unfortunately, and go like that. It's getting the ball rules it out. Even briefly touching the ball and mainly injuring the players does not it's not an excuse for a dangerous challenge. So, Sterling has 100% lost his form. I will not deny that. One thing I will say is it's weird. If this was David Silva, okay, maybe he's not the greatest comparison. Let's have a look at someone else. Well, I remember when everyone wanted to sell Bernardo. Like, loads of people wanted to sell Bernardo at the start of the season. Like, Sterling's lost his mojo. He really has. He really has, and I think that's a fair comment. He hasn't recovered it yet. One thing I will say is if he recovers it, like, people act like he's a terrible player, but we all know. Maybe why do people? My theory about Sterling is why people get so frustrated about Sterling is he's is the one thing that people hate more than anything in football, like they can't handle, is a missed chance, a big missed chance. There is nothing more frustrating in football than a big missed chance. Can you think of anything like what frustrates you more? Nothing does. It's that in a nutshell. So what you see is Sterling doing that more than most, and so it drives them mad. Even if he scores 30 goals a season, which he did last season, by the way, but he misses loads of big chances, people will still remember the big chances missed. That's just how it is. That's how it is. And for whatever reason, I think it's that. I genuinely think it's that. But people need to, who knows, have a little bit of perspective. I want to see basically how he is next season. Like because he's got a fight to get back into the team. At the moment, he's not in the team, and it could be that's how it stays. But there's not many better backup wingers in world football than Sterling potentially. Like Sterling's been poor for a year, and so was Bernardo, for what it's worth. Don't forget, he has been poor for a year. One thing I will say is pretty much everyone was poor last year. So it's one of those things where it's like if he's like you say he's poor for a year, but like. He also this last season he scored 30 goals for us. So, I put it this way: I'm less reluctant to throw all these players that have been so useful for us that have got us to the business stage of 4 competitions under the bus. Because I don't know, maybe I realise people aren't always perfect, and maybe I just realise that it's difficult to be perfect for several seasons in a row. And sometimes you just have a bad year. Sometimes you just struggle. What's to say that Sterling hasn't struggled mentally? With lockdown or life, you can turn around and go, well, that's not his problem. True, it isn't. But the point, as I'm saying, is people have a bad year sometimes. And one thing I will say is that he's still played his part in getting us to all the latter stages. He genuinely has. People talk about him like he's Dan James, which is a good point with Ibrahim. He isn't. He's not. He's a better winger than that. And either way, I'm very patient with people because I think you should be patient with people. And I think history's proven time and time again, patience is the best way to be. Yeah. So anyone coming over here just to try and banter, by the way, is like, you're pointless. We're also reactionary, but I don't agree. Like, I don't, like... A few people who were saying Ferran Torres was the real deal a few months ago are now saying he's crap, don't want to see him on the pitch again. Like, well, what the fuck's wrong with you? And, like, these... I don't know. I agree with Adam, by the way. Adam, welcome, pal. If you want to come on, by the way, afterward, Adam, it'd be good to see you. Adam says, personally, I feel City are the best in the world when it comes to creating, but clinically finishing, we need to improve all around. We are indeed, mate. We are indeed a letdown often. Well, Riyad, it says, Stephen, I understand you defending trash talk on Sterling, but honestly, it's time to he becomes a reliable sub rather than the starter. Yeah, I'm not saying that. That's the thing is, I'm not saying Sterling should start every week. What I'm saying is, well, we accept that right now he's just out of form and he's a backup. And the thing is, he started today because he's a backup. That's the thing. The only reason he started today is because he wasn't in the first team in the big game. Like, Foden and Mahrez are ahead of him right now. That's a fact. So everyone's moaning about Sterling, but like, what? He's not a manager in the world who's gonna not play Sterling when we need to rotate players. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get what people want. Do they want us to play Foden and Mahrez and not rest them for the big games coming up? I don't get what people want sometimes. I don't get it. Goldbridge is bigger than City. No, Goldbridge is just a fucking YouTuber. No one gives a shit about a YouTuber. No, we don't matter, YouTubers. We don't matter. We're just stuff for nonsense, and I'm one of them as well. We don't matter to anyone in the real world. They're just people to talk shit on the internet, and that's all I do. We don't matter at all. We'll be gone, and football will still be here, and Man City will still be here. United will still be there. We're just nonsense wafflers on the internet. That's all we are. Neither of us matter. The thought of a Ferran, Phil, Gabby front sounds pretty good to me, says Pranay. We have some great young players. Yeah, we do indeed. But either way, like, I don't know. All I'm ever calling for is balance. Like, people lose their heads. They massively lose their heads with these things. And we're not playing badly. We're not. That's the thing. That's the revisionism. If Sterling scores that goal, by the way, we're comfortably leading the half. It never goes in. I know we missed it, but the point I guess I'm making is that game changer. I'm not concerned because even if we lose today, I'm not concerned. That's the point I'm making. I'm not concerned because this game, we're fine. You know. Either way, second half, we've got an awful lot to offer. We'll be alright. We can bring on De Bruyne, we can bring on Mahrez, we can bring on Foden. Bro, why don't you change your style? I know you for a long time. You always have the same haircut, same beard. What do you want me to see? Some fucking fade or something? No, I'm 35 years old. I don't want some slick beard. No, because I'm not going to have highlights because I look like a dick. You know, I'm not having a short hair. I look like a dick. And also, I'm 35 years old. You don't change your haircut at 35. I'm not worried either, Safi, because it doesn't matter. Like, why would you be worried about this game? There's nothing to be worried about. City changed loads of players, took a bit of a risk because it was a necessary risk, looked a bit rusty, conceded a goal against a decent team. Boo fucking who, man? Boo fucking who? We've actually played all right. Get the Foden trim. The Foden trim is the worst trim in the world. Also, by the way, hairdressers aren't even open in Manchester. Blonde tips, wow. Wow. I can't imagine anything more tragic than a 35-year-old with blonde tips, honestly. Honestly, grown men who dye their hair for me, it's just terrible. I'm sorry, terrible. I like it anyway. I like having scruffy hair and that. Nicola fancies me. That's all that matters, you know. AA12, what? You're 35. Are you going to get married? So what were you doing in your 20s? People can get married whenever they want to, by the way. And yes, me and Nicola should have been married a year ago, nearly now. Oh, nice run for Stones. I was in a band professionally for years. I was writing music. I was a very good musician. And me and Nicola have been together since I was 28 now. I don't know. I only know a couple of people married, by the way, and they're over 30, so. Hello. Yeah. Someone said, you're 35. You're 35. What you've been doing in your 20s? You're not married.
I'm 27.
Yeah.
It's a different age now.
I've blocked a May Hedge because a May Hedge is just annoying as fuck, so they're gone. I was a very good musician, Paul. I was. My band was signed to a big manager company. We had great reviews. I was a very good musician, so that's genuinely true. We played the Apollo in front of 3,500 people. We had loads of. I was in Enemy and loads of music magazines and all that kind of stuff, all over the radio, Radio 1, and so yeah, I was. I've done a lot in my life. I've done an awful lot of random stuff. Handball. Everyone thinks I'm in my 20s still. I'm not, unfortunately. I've got a baby face, but yeah. My band was called Embers. we were good. Russell, Nicholas 27 soon, actually, in April, about 2 weeks. But I've never been married before, no, because of course not. I do it once. I do things once. I do them properly. I wait. We'll pass Kieran. Do you know what? I barely play anymore. No, I should do. I should do, but it's just, yeah. One day when me and Nicola get a house and I've got some space, like, my guitar's over there. It's down there with a little practice amp as well. But I've got an actual big amp. I've dumped it at my parents in a spare room. One day when me and Nicola get a house, I'm going to set up my equipment in like an office so I can plug it in. It'd be nice. Go on, Raheem. We didn't choose him over Leroy. Leroy chose to go door. Leroy, obviously, by the way, we're right about Leroy. Leroy was on the bench because he wasn't working hard. It's simple as that. Guardiola didn't put him on the bench every now and then because he was the most frustrating player. Brilliant, but I didn't mean Nicola. Me wasn't romantic. How does Tinder sound for you? Nothing romantic about it whatsoever. Sorry?
Tinder and 2 bottles of wine in Trough.
Tinder, a first date in Trough in Northern Quarter in Manchester, and it was a nice day actually. But I wooed her.
I made the first move then.
She made the first move. Nah, I was wooing the hell out of you.
Yeah, but I was the one that touched you first.
I don't know if you did. I think you can't prove it. Either way, Nicola's like, I made the first move. Like, I had it right where I wanted her. Always. I'm a charmer, by the way. You'd be surprised. Is that right, Nicola?
Yeah, you're very charming.
I'm very charming.
I've been charmed quite like it. No.
Yeah, I can charm. You'd be surprised. I got a little confidence twinkle in my eye. Yeah, the bus is on the pitch. Yeah, but yeah, Tinder. I swiped right because I thought she's fit, and that was it. And that was the end of that. And she did the same, thankfully. Oops.
I wasn't who I am today, to be fair. Like, my Tinder
No, we're different people now.
easily swiped
Yeah.
left.
How close was I to becoming a world-class footballer? Very close, of course. No. Though I was a very good goalkeeper as a kid. I was a keeper, and I annoyingly rejected that because I wanted to play outfield, but I was a much better goalkeeper. I was a very good goalkeeper as a kid. I was so annoyed that I am. But no, to be honest, looking back, I was right because I'd never been a tall person. I'm like 5'10", which is average height, but not tall enough for a goalkeeper. I don't do pick-up lines, by the way. I don't. I just say hello. How are you today? I just chat.
You're just very smooth.
I'm just, Nicola thinks I'm very smooth. I just say hello and have a laugh, and I listen, and we have a joke. Charm is, yeah, it's not pick-up lines. All I've ever said, by the way, when I was like single and all that, I was more like, hello, are you alright? That's all I've ever said. Never, can I buy you a drink? Go on, Jesus. Go on, Jesus.
I've never met anyone that is anywhere close to being as charismatic as you are.
What are you saying?
I've never met anyone that is that's ever been as close to you are.
Nicola's just there bigging me up there, by the way. What are you doing? Nicola's got a head in the ring light. It's a really creepy looking thing, actually. We met online, Simon. Tinder, unfortunately. So, Ray, to be honest, just what you think, really. They scored with their first chance. They've got a man sent off now. I don't think we played that badly, personally. It's just a bit rusty. Go on, Stonesy. Oh! That's great goalkeeping, that, to be fair. Great goalkeeping. It's a good effort. It's a good effort. Good effort from Zinchenko. Keeper's done really well. Like, Sterling's got every right to go for that. I'm loving Stones driving forward, by the way. I'm loving it. Solomon, I think he will play midfield more, to be honest. Come on, City. That's not an easy chance for Sterling, to be fair. It's not an easy chance. Biased aside, deceptive. 100% it was a red for me. Deceptive. I'm not a biased fan. I try and be as reasonable as always, and I'm not one of those guys. Like my dad, for example, thinks everything's a foul against Man City. Always, everything, always. Dad, that's not a foul. Clearly, I've never been a biased fan, and I genuinely think it was a red card. I don't think it's even questionable. Yeah, so I think it was a red card. I think it was high. It was forceful and late. So. I think we'll score, by the way. We'll score. We'll be fine. I'm not worried about it at all. We've got loads of time now. We just need to hold it out. We'll be okay. By the way, I need 8 more subscribers to get to 53,100. 8 more. Go on. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. We'll work it out. We'll make space. We'll bring on Gundogan or De Bruyne or Foden. We'll just start peppering the goal eventually with shots. Gundogan coming on. Hot Gundogan coming on. Chris knows an Embers song there. Chris saying, part of the echoes. It's a tune. Chris, part of the echoes. I always thought you could sing Edin Dzeko. Edin Dzeko to part of the echoes, which I often did. De Bruyne and Gundogan coming on. Rest in peace, Leeds. Rest in peace. Could be famous last words, that, to be fair. I could regret it. Gundogan is a sexy boy. I love him. Should change his hair, though, eh? Right, I'm not worried. We'll be alright. It's Gundo time. The game's on BT Sport, by the way. You can find the stream in a million places. Total Sport EK is my recommendation. Good ball, Cancelo to Sterling. Jesus is no excuse to be offside there for that. Absolutely no excuse. Genuinely no excuse. Yeah, we haven't seen Bernardo today, and this is what I was saying before the game about Bernardo not being the most creative player. I love him, but I wouldn't say he's the most creative. I think Ake was always lighted to come off today, by the way, after 16 minutes, because he's barely played. Fernandinho at centre back. Interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, Ake coming off makes sense. KDB is overrated. Ant, are you being serious? Because that is the dumbest comment I've ever seen. Excuse me. So dumb it made me sneeze. Genuinely that dumb. Okay, he's redeemed himself saying, chill bro, he's the best midfielder in the world. Why would you say that out loud? Why would you even put those words into the void that is the internet? Thank you, Ray. Come on, lads. Oh, that was nearly through to Sterling. He's joking. Don't worry, everyone. He's joking. He's joking. It's okay. Vinny's still in midfield by the looks of it. So, Ben, he's still there by the looks of it. I'm enjoying Stones as attacking midfielder today. It's good fun. Oh. Ah. The fake sound, by the way, then. Like, the fake sound played a goal. That's a big chance. Bloody hell. You've got to score that, Bernardo. You've got to score that, Bernardo, for fuck's sake. That's a chance. I'm sure, by the way, people are going to turn around and say, sell him now, right? Of course, like we are with Sterling. Ah, that's a waste from Bernardo again there. That's a big chance, man. Oh, it's a deflection. Fair enough. I'll let him on. Why are you fuming at his performance through the turnstiles? Why would you be, like, fuming? What, have you got anger issues? Like, he says, I'm absolutely fucking fuming at performance. Why? It's like, why are you that bothered? It's like it's a massively rotated team against a decent side that we've been all over. We've missed a few chances, but, like, why would you be bothered or concerned by this? It doesn't mean anything. People react too much to football. I love it, but it's not. Nothing here is worrying or concerning. It's just one of those days. This is what happens when you rest loads of players. We'll score. I'm almost certain we'll score. Stephen, I'm sorry you sound like a Spurs fan. Fuck you, seriously. How do I sound like a Spurs fan? We're top of the league by 14 points. How is that even remotely similar, man? What? How is that even remotely Spurs fanny? Like, no, I just understand that you don't give up on life because we're losing a game that doesn't matter. People are weird. You're weird. Weird people. Put it this way. I know if we wanted to win this game, like really wanted to win it, we could do. Man, who cares about Spurs? We'll score. We'll score inside the next 10-15 minutes, in my opinion. I know everyone wants Sterling off because everyone hates Sterling these days. But, you know, we'll all remember that. Ted, to be honest, Ted Coles, the comments drive me mad sometimes because I feel like people are never happy, And it's like, what is wrong with people? We win like 99% of our games, like 27 out of 28, and like people are still complaining because we're not winning today. It's like, what is wrong with people? Are they not allowed to be human? As if these people as well never make any mistakes in their own things that they're good at. As if these people don't have bad days at work as well, or school, more realistically. Like, I don't know, I get frustrated by the comments because it's like, we're just so harsh on these players. Like, it's just one of those days, isn't it? I think we'll score. I think we'll be all right. Everyone loses games every now and then. I don't think we'll lose for what it's worth. I'll only ever seriously complain, by the way, when I feel like properly complain when there's a real rot of form, which there isn't, of course, and when I feel like the players aren't trying. All I do is bully Spurs. When do I ever talk about Spurs, Abdullah? I literally, mate, you're welcome, but I never talk about Spurs ever. I can't remember the last time I talked about Spurs, genuinely. Other than right now, when someone be like a Spurs fan. And I guess that person was making this say, oh, it's fine to not win a game, which is obviously not what I was saying in the slightest sense. Chaotic Espen, they just weren't alive when we were in Division 2. That's it. Yeah, we got Spurs in the final. It's going to be a tough game. De Bruyne coming on. Good stuff. Good stuff. Sure, that'll make a difference. Stones has been very good. Yeah, I like it. Stones has been good going forward today. He's been one of our biggest threats. Thanks, Webb. Thank you very much. I try and be supportive of the players because they deserve it. The reason I support them is because they literally deserve it because, you know, we all a lot of you guys watching this think I'm good at videos and shit, but I have days where I fuck up entirely and I don't turn the mic on. I spend 20 minutes in a video and I have to restart it all again. And it's exactly the same thing. The point is like, you know, everyone makes mistakes is the point I'm making. And like, I can't expect people to be perfect all the time. Ah, Gundo. Decent chance that. Not an easy chance. It would have been a wonder goal. Just, on his weaker foot from the 20 from 20 yards out. Ted, to be honest, I think it would be as toxic if it was bigger. Go on, Stonesy. I'm loving Stones playing like a PK today, by the way. Their keeper looks so young, by the way. He looks about 18. Melier looks genuinely young. Sinister, I think the goal, if it comes, by the way, will be from like 20 edge of the area stuff. I think we'll bang it in the edge of the area. That's my guess. I loved PK, by the way, but in the prime Barca days, by the way. PK back then. Yes, that's the one, yeah. Nicola, is that Shakira's husband, for instance? She knows him. I used to love how I used to drive forward. Oh, he's only young. Fair enough. He looks really young, that keeper. He does look like a baby. He's good as well, to be fair to him. Fair play to him. He's very good. People said when we start crossing, things aren't going to plan. You're right, DGN. But what I will say is that eventually, you know, the deep cross is going to fall to someone, or it's going to rebound to someone. So it will work eventually. Played Mendy. Am I a fan of the Pixies? Pixies are a very good band. Ooh. I love Pixies. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Tune. Bomb bomb. Bum bum. Nicola does the ooh sound really well. It's spot on. I'm not sure if people can hear that, but. I won't be shocked if we score. I think we will score. Either way, I'm not worried. Genuinely not worried. Nicola in the background. Always, Robbie. Always. She does it very well, to be fair. She's got that tone. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Leeds are working really hard. To be fair, Orman, they've got 10 players right now, so. Oh, Fernandinho with a long range. Well, if it gets to the 90th minute, you know, I probably won't be saying it, but there's 20 minutes left, and I think they'll get tired and more until tired. I do think we'll score. I honestly think we will. You right there?
Yeah, very much like aware that my answer meant to give birth at any moment today.
One might not.
No, she will. She just had a water's burst this morning. It broke this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't tell me that. Come on, City. What are you going to do? What happens? Nothing.
Nothing, just wait to get a picture.
Oh, cute.
Excited. And see if she wants a McDonald's delivery. Yeah.
Bless. I want to see KDB on, obviously. KDB and Phil for me. Well, Phil's coming on, apparently.
Camping has been confirmed.
Sorry?
Camping has been confirmed.
What do you mean?
They
Have to prove it.
prove it.
Yeah. Super Red fan here trying to mock us. Like, we give a shit, mate. Like, genuinely, like, it's levels. Wow, we are not winning potentially our 28th out of 29 games. Who genuinely cares? Oh, good keeping again. Super Red, and where are you in the table? Where are you in the table? Where are you in the Champions League? You know, where are you in the Carabao Cup? Mendy's done well there, actually. Then he's given it away. Philip Walter Foden coming on. Come on, lad. Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil. The boys are going for a Foden brace now. Big chance for this. Foden, like, I'm sure he'll do some good stuff, hopefully. Long time, 20 minutes in football. Given the injury time as well. We have 2 defenders on the pitch now. I don't think we really need any more, do we, DGN? It's very hard to defend against this, score against this, sorry.
Do you want tacos tonight?
Sorry?
Do you want tacos tonight?
Yeah, go on then. Our record is a disgrace. No, it's not. Our record's incredible. Once again, I'm just not worried in the slightest. Not even remotely worried. Even if we lose today, why would we be worried, you know? Why would we? We're top of the league. We're in all competitions still. And we'll score. We'll bloody score. We'll obviously score. Well, not obviously score. Probably not. We'll just lose this now. I'm certainly not complaining anyway. I'm just in the spoiler. I told you. Who was it? Varane. Yes. Yes. Come on, Varane. What was I literally just saying? Oh, do you know what? It fucking feels good to be right every single fucking time. I'm always fucking right. And what were people saying about Torres earlier? He's terrible. Fuck off. I'm sorry. There you go. That's for the Torres haters. That's for everyone throwing their toys out the pram and saying we're not going to score. We're terrible. All fine, man. There we go. Varane putting it away. Don't doubt this team because we are inevitable. We are inevitable, man. Lovely football. Lovely finish. There we go. Remember that guy who never wanted to see him a City shirt at half time? Big love, Eli, because I appreciate the super chat, but I'm sure you're probably happy to see him in a City shirt right now, right? Because that is instinctive finishing. That is quality. Wonderful stuff. Come on, let's go for the win now. Let's go for the win. They will sit deeper and deeper and deeper. This is why I never panic. I'm sorry. Just don't panic because this team's too good. Where's all the United fans gone? Are you still there? You gone quiet? Where were you when we scored and you were a fan of the other team? Where were you? People calling, like, I tell you what, man, like, do you know what? The one thing I will teach you in life, if you're younger watching this, the people who always look good about anything are the people who sit back, think, and take the time to form an opinion. They are the people that win at life. Honestly, if you want to look really smart and intelligent, be measured, be calm, don't make definitive statements, judge over a broad period of time, and think about things rationally, and you'll always come across good. The only reason I ever come across looking good, by the way, is because I don't be drawn into debates that I can't answer. That's it. I just go, I don't know, he's a good player, let's give him time. And then, all of a sudden, like, you know, we score, and I'm like, oh, see, there we go. It's not complicated, man. It's not complicated football. It's not complicated, is it? I was never worried either at him. Oh, lucky Ferner. Back under the rocks, indeed, man. They've all gone home. They've all gone back to Fortnite. And I hope you do well in Fortnite, but leave football to the serious teams. That's us. Oh, the keeper slipped. We got a bit of luck there. How much paid the ref? Nico, piss off, man. Jesus Christ. You are the most negative little shit in the world. So annoying. Well, I'm celebrating a draw against Leeds. I'm celebrating Manchester City being brilliant. What is wrong with some people? I'm celebrating Man City scoring because I love this club. Like, go on, Johnny. Oh, unlucky. Stones is absolutely ballooned it. Oh, there's Scott. There is Scott. Scott Denby energy. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. City. Never in doubt, never in doubt, never in doubt. Scott knows. He was never in doubt. I don't know if we'll win this game or not. I don't know. Obviously don't know. But either way, I don't fully care because everything is in our control still. And that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters. Big love to Scott as always. We are a very, very good side. I would not be surprised now. Scott, always. If we went and won this game. Oh, Cancelo, man. Giving stupid free kicks away. Cancelo's had a poor game today, by the way. We've had 70% possession and 26 shots compared to 1. They're going to score with the second here, aren't they? They're going to score here knowing us. No, thankfully we didn't. Cancelo once again caught in possession. He's had Don't spam, by the way. If you spam a lot, I will put you in timeout. Yeah, Nazar, I'm putting you in timeout because you're spamming an awful lot. And I think we definitely can feed without David Silva. Let's be honest, we scored. There's everyone who spams a lot is put in timeout. Ant, I'm sorry, mate. That language, Ant, that's not on. I'm sorry, Ant. Any homophobic insults, I'm sorry, you're gone in my channel. That's the rules. Don't. That's it. There's no warnings. Yeah, that's it. Anything homophobic or racist, and you're gone straight from the channel. It's just simple as that. Just some homophobic stuff on him. But either way, it was hidden straight away. It's not on. Anyway, come on, City. Come on, City. Oh, Nicola's very happy with a little avocado, eh?
Little baby avocado.
Look at them. Nicola's just walked over just to show me the little baby avocado. She's very happy about that.
Avocado. It's tiny.
Thank you, Paul and Joey. Appreciate it. Always being Insani, always. I've got a very simple rule on this channel. Don't be a dickhead. As simple as that. Don't be a bad person. Go on, Raheem. Imagine your surname being Cock, by the way. Robin Cock is his name. It's a great name. Yeah, that's a foul from Bernardo. It's a yellow. We've not really had the ball since we scored. Like they've kept the ball a bit better. Genuinely. No, to be honest, I don't want to draw today, but I'm not upset by it. I'm just not, because why would I be? We got 10 minutes left. We could probably score. Oh, go on, Phil. Go on, Phil. Don't forget, by the way, if you just randomly abuse a player as well, I will hide in the channel. There's no need for it. Rant about a player, but if you just call in a player and just abusing them, you've just been a dick, to be honest. So there's no need for that. Yeah, no, you're right, Robbie. I mean, to be honest, it'd be nice, wouldn't it, to win this if United dropped some points against Spurs. Sorry, but it is. We're going to win the league. We're fine. I'm not even slightly worried. Oh, he's through. Oh, wonderful, Edison, man. Eddie, you absolute machine. Bored Edison woke up, rebooted his system, go up. Save.x kicked in. Great save. Now down the other end, down the other end. Ah. Ooh, that's never a pen. Eddie. Eddie, big Eddie. Good save, Eddie, man. Good save. Rafinha's had a mare there, to be honest. Generally had a mare. It's a great challenge, man. Genuinely a great challenge. Perfect sliding challenge. Bielsa's an odd man, isn't he? I like him, though. Aguero on for the winner. Aguero's not on the bench. He's injured. I like. How do people not know the team that they're watching? I don't get that, genuinely. Oh, nice. Oh, Cancelo's had a mare today, genuinely. About Aguero, Ruben, to be honest, apparently he's not trained for 4 days. Felt something in his leg. We don't know if it's serious or not. I'm not expecting him to be involved much, other than token appearances. I've not been expected to be involved much this season, to be honest, and that's how it happened. It's 1-1 Sunday. What are you saying? I would say 5-10 minutes. 5 minutes, I'd say. You making me a sandwich? Oh, bless you, Nick is making me a sandwich. I've got a sandwich either way at full time. Go, Bernardo. Ah, so close. That felt like the chance, man. That was close. That's close. I mean, there's nothing to be worried about this game. Look at that, 27 shots. We've just been poor in front of goal, but like made loads of changes. It's just one of those things where just life, innit? Ah, Raheem, man, poor. Sterling has been poor today, man. I really can't. I can't defend him. He's been shocking today. But I'm not frustrated by it. I just don't see the point in being frustrated by it. I don't see the point in overthinking a game that doesn't deserve that level of thought. Come on, Bernardo. Have you got? Is the baby?
No, not yet. But it's Chris.
Oh, cute. Ah! Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, football, you're a dick sometimes, football. My God, football is a pain in the arse sometimes. Ah, 2 shots on target, both goals. It's like watching us last season. One of those days. Ridiculous. Football is a stupid game. A stupid game. What more can I say other than fuck off? He's finished it well. It's poor defending for what it's worth. Stones and Ferner just... Nah. One of those days, man. One of those days. It's just... That's it. Lol, Dortmund are going to batter us. What on earth are you on about? How is this even vaguely linked, man? How is it linked? This life. I am not complaining. I am not going to kick off. Ruben Diaz is there. We wouldn't lose. Yeah, but then Ruben Diaz could get injured. Yeah, your point is the resting players because we have to. Like, I'm honestly not that bothered. Genuinely, you won't if you won't sit here and complain and cry. I just can't. I can't because ultimately it doesn't change anything. So Manchester's red, but it isn't. No, is it? It literally isn't. Like Luke with the super chat saying Sterling is nowhere near the Dortmund 11. Poor. I agree. He's nowhere near it. By the way, all these United fans and whatever popping up, like, do you have nothing else to do? Seriously. Are you that insecure that this team that's about to win the league is in a final, a semi-final, and a quarter-final? But Luke, I agree. He's been poor today, very poor, mate. I mean, wow, we'll lose a game. We're going to win the Premier League. I am not concerned. It's shit, but it's. Do you know what this is? This is like walking to work to get a promotion, and you step in a puddle and wet your ankle. That's all this is. It's like, oh well, I've got wet shoes, but I've just got a promotion, and I'm gonna get loads of money. But it's gonna be a shit. You know, it'll be annoying while it dries, but that's kind of it. That's literally it. It happens. I'm disappointed, but I am. Viewers have gone up by 200. I know that all the people, I think they want to see me sit here and rant and cry and moan, but the one thing they don't realise is that I am genuinely capable of perspective. And I'm not happy. Of course I'm not happy with the result, but like I am certainly not going to kick off because I don't see the fucking point. There's nothing to kick off about other than just being frustrated that today we made loads of changes. We took a little bit of a risk. It didn't happen. It didn't work. Sometimes you make these changes and it doesn't work. We've let ourselves down going forward. It'll be a wake-up call, and sometimes you need them. It wasn't the worst performance in the world either. We rotated pretty much everyone. We weren't that bad today. It's definitely not a joke. It's just one of those things. They had 2 shots on target. Scored both of them. This is one of those days, man. One of those days. There's nothing to be worried about. Why would anyone be worried by this? I don't get why you'd be worried. Like, what is there to possibly worry about? Team makes loads of changes. They still batter Leeds, and we had loads of chances. Just misses some chances. The other team scores a couple of goals. What is literally to worry about? It's just one of those days. Genuinely nothing to worry about. If you're a City fan worried now, you're overthinking it. You are genuinely overthinking it. They sit in the Goldby stream and come over. They do indeed. What I will say is thank you for the views, by the way. I really appreciate it. You want me to be crying, don't you? Going, Sterling's terrible. Bloody hell. Blah, blah, blah. Couldn't score in a brothel. And all that kind of shit. That's what I meant to say, right? Drop Ake, said someone. He's not been starting. Well, you can't drop someone who's not been playing. Like, what the fuck are you on about? He went off half an hour ago. Like, are people just stupid? No, they're not. The thing is, I know these comments enough to know. Well, to be fair, Mr. JK, that's probably when you for gambling, I would say. If you gamble, you're going to lose money. As simple as that, unfortunately. We are allowed to criticise players, Ken, but reasonably. Complete lack of invention. We've created loads of chances, John. We just haven't finished them. And also, you might not noticed, John, we are literally put our most creative players on the bench. Unfortunately, there was a lack of cohesion. That happens when you change loads of players. We still did more than enough to win the game. Either way, we have lost. That's it. We lost today. That's life. Sometimes you lose a game of football. Leeds, fair play. They took a couple of chances. We weren't spineless, Daniel. We weren't even remotely spineless. We weren't terrible today. We just had a bad day at the office. Imagine you had a bad day at work and someone called you spineless. It's not fair, is it? It wouldn't be fair. I think this team have been deserve the right to not be called spineless after 29 shots to 2. We just had a bad day. I personally, I'm not going to kick off. I'm not going to kick off and moan about this team today. I'm frustrated, but I'm also I'm aware that these days happen, and that's how it is. Either way, we're going to win the league. We are in a cup final, we're in a semi-final and a quarter-final. We probably will go through as well in midweek, so I'm happy. We'll all forget about this. United might drop points tomorrow, then we'll be like, okay, whatever. And then, I tell you what, if we get through the game, get through games against Dortmund, who is really going to complain? Who's really going to complain? Why can't I be honest? We all know Sterling is shit. Sterling's in shit form right now, and I've said that about a billion times. What the fuck do you want me for blood? Do you want me to just find Sterling down and chuck him out of the team? No, I've said he's been in poor form for a year. Like, what do you want me to say more than that? Anyway, either way, I can't be asked for children moaning. For now, though, life is fine. We lost the game. That's all it is. Luke saying here, Nicholas brought me a bagel. This is what I'm going to go and eat now, a bagel. That looks great. Luke says, Kev Diaz, Gundogan back. Just leave it there. Kyle back on Wednesday, so we're calm. Exactly, Luke. That is the way to look at it. We'll be absolutely fine. We'll be fine. And on that note, so what? We are 14 points clear. United will win tomorrow. They can make it get it down to... If they win 2 games, they can get down to 8. But then we'll have 6 games left. We still need 3 wins. We'll be totally fine. And we will get those wins. For now, though, don't complain too much. That is life. It happens. Perspective. Life goes on. We're top of the league by an absolute mile. In a bit. See you later, guys. It won't end. It's ending. Bye.